Okay, so we're starting this documenting the journey, and I want to invite all of you to follow along, and I definitely want you to come be a part of the family. But before we start the journey, I want to introduce you to a couple people. By the way, take notice of my baby rocks. So before I introduce you to these people, I want to insert a little bit of levity. I'm going to introduce you to my kids because they work inside the store, and I'm going to introduce you to a couple women that are near and dear to me for their own specific reasons. But when I thought about introducing my kids, I thought, well, what is every parent to do once their kids are growing up and you want to embarrass them? You go to the baby pictures, of course. All right, so this is my daughter, Taylor.
Hi.
She also happens to be the assistant manager on the coffee side, so say hi to her if you see her in the window. But she also handles all of her catering in Kokomo, so if you need any coffee bars or pizza parties, she's the person that you call when you call into Kokomo. Now that you've met Taylor, this is her baby picture, and this is just how I met her. And you heard that right, that's how I met her. When I fell in love with her mother, she came as a package deal. Taylor fell in love with her just as fast. She's a lot like me. She might not have my blood. She's got her mother's beauty. She's got my hard head. She is an absolute sweetheart, and I am so proud of her. And this is Rebecca. She's my work wife. She also runs Washington Street, and she helps me keep the strip going in the right direction. All right, so I don't crack that joke too often about Rebecca being my work wife for a couple reasons. One, she's actually got a husband. Two, my wife, she's probably a 10 or 11 on the crazy hot scale, and I'm not trying to make her mad either. But I gotta tell you, Rebecca has been one of a handful of saving graces for this business that really came in a time of need. And I can't thank her enough. I truly value your friendship and your partnership. While we've had plenty of people that have been in this business for years and years and years, Rebecca is anything but an employee. She is my friend. She is a business partner. She is a general manager of Washington Street. But the reality is, I want everybody to know that she has been a big part of this business for right at 8 years now. And she has really been instrumental in helping a business that at the end of the day, there was times where survival was questionable, and I let go of my pride a long time ago, because the reality is the business has needed help. I mean, we were trying to build a business through the worst economic times in our actual history, and the reality is she stepped in and she has been a big help. And Rebecca, I very much value your friendship and partnership. And this is my son. He's kind of speechless. He really doesn't have a whole lot to say. The point is, he works for us in the Indianapolis store, and he makes the pizzas. He might even actually deliver you the pizza. But I wanted to introduce him. Okay, now that you've met my son, I gotta tell you, this is how my life started right here as an adult. Cole's the little boy on the right. When it's all said and done, Cole's a twin. We found out the hard way, Cole's an identical twin. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I had to quit filming last night because I was about ready to lose my emotional shit. The reality is there's significance here because I wanna keep it real. You say a lot of things about me, fake isn't one of them. The reason that we found out the hard way is because we lost our son to cancer. And I'm having a hard time getting this out, but there's significance here. I was trying to record this on the eve of my son's birthday, and I'm trying to get all of this filming done because today is their birthday, and I'm hoping to take my son to dinner tonight and get all of this stuff posted. I don't talk about this stuff too much because I'm not a victim, and I don't look for anybody's sympathy, and this is just this is part of that personal pain that I don't talk about because it's mine, and nobody needs to hear about it, or it's not anybody's issue in general. But the reality is, we lost my son in April, and Coffee Junkies was created out of the grieving of that in November of the same year of 2015. Not 2015, 2005. The simple fact is, you can say a lot of things about me, but I'm not fake. And I'm putting this out there because Coffee Junkies wouldn't exist if it wasn't for losing my son. The reality is, I would be well on my way to retiring at Chrysler. But I left Chrysler to create something that had been sticking in my head because I was looking to fill something up in my brain to get past the actual grief. The reality is, this is why people will never beat me, because they don't know my pain. And I opened this business because I thought that I'd went through the hardest thing that I had ever went through. This was 3 years worth of chemotherapy, and while my son that I'm going to take to dinner tonight, because I love him so much, turns 23, Connor will always be 8 years old. And this business and the journey of this business was because we lost Connor, and I feel the need, if we're documenting a journey, to talk about a business. Well, the simple fact is that business wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Connor. His favorite color was red. You can feel him throughout the entire business itself, and you always will. But I want to wish my son happy birthday, and I want all of you to know that that the business is because of his brother Connor, and the red is because of his brother Connor. All right, I'm going to keep recording, and we're going to get this through, and maybe I got to use some other emotions to actually get it through, but I'm going to get it through because documenting this journey is about keeping it real and actually letting everybody know where this journey started and where we're going, and what the true inspirations were of this journey. All right. Okay. This is the mother of my kids and love of my life, Marcia. Say hi.
Hi.
Some of you might remember her. She's also the original Coffee Junkies barista. All right, so I want to be clear. Marcia's my ex-wife. We actually divorced in 2001. Still the love of my life, mother of my children. I love her, and there's been a lot of love and hate over the years, but the reality is I love her just the same. We're finally getting back on track, and it's a good thing. She tells me it's my crazy that makes her crazy, but who cares? Life's a little bit messy sometimes. What's important is that you get it back on track. She's the love of my life. Marcia, I love you. Okay, because she just happened to bring them in the store. This is also my daughter's children and my grandbabies. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
And for you cat lovers out there, this is Annie. She's my personal Xanax. Yeah, baby. I told you to take notice of my baby rocks, because they've grown up into big rocks. All right, so we're gonna end this video by thanking everybody for following along. I cannot thank everybody enough for all of the support that you have shown this business over the years. I wanna let you know that we are dedicating this video to my son, Connor. I hope that he is looking down and actually proud of what I've created in his name. I want to encourage everybody to come be a part of the Coffee Junkies family. I want to encourage everybody to follow along as we are actually documenting this journey. Have a great day, powered by Coffee Junkies.